Ciao Facebook friends, we are live from Rome and from Temple University Rome. Today we're about to watch a short movie which was filmed in 1973. Yes, you heard it right, it's 1973. A group of Temple Rome alumni actually filmed this movie. Was a movie like to promote Temple University. And today we're gonna watch it. And the title of this movie is actually All Roads Lead to Rome. Tutte le strade portano a Roma. And in fact, a few days ago, we welcomed some of the students, the summer one students who just arrived to study for their summer semester in Rome. But the story, it all started, and I want to say thanks so much to Susan Cohen, who's our adult study abroad ambassador, because she shared with me, with Barbara Kahn, with AJ Fitzgerald, Emily Kravitz, she shared this movie, and we loved it. Even if this movie was already premiered during the 50th anniversary at Temple University 5 years ago, but I said this year is the 55th anniversary of Temple University Rome. What a better occasion to show it during the Alumni Week, and here we are today. Of course, before that, we also contacted two Temple Rome alumni. They started here in the 73-74, and they are two of the video makers of this movie. We contacted them, they were so nice, and we're gonna watch now a short Zoom chat between them, talking about their time at Temple University Rome, how Rome was, and about their experience here at Temple Rome. And it's great to see Steve Bagley and Scott Citron, two Temple Rome alumni. They're still friends after so many years. This is just grace, and I want to thank you guys so much for being with us today. And after the interview, we're gonna be back live, but inside the Temple University, where the Dean Emilia Zanchina is waiting for me, because we're gonna introduce together finally the short movie. And a message to Summer One students, stay there. I know the Summer One now students are in their apartments because they're still in quarantine, because they arrived a few days ago. They need to do a few days of quarantine. They arrived from the States. But after the movie, as you guys know, we're gonna be back on Zoom for a Kahoot game with prizes. So pay attention to the movie, what they say in the movie, about the images, because the Kahoot games, the questions in the Kahoot games will be based on the movie. And now it's time to watch this fantastic chat between two friends who attended the Temple University Rome in the 1973-74. And then we will be back live here at Temple Rome. Ciao, see you later.
Welcome to our introduction to All Roads Lead to Temple in Rome, Academy Award-winning documentary that my friend Steve and I did, almost 50 years ago. God, we were just babies then. I was still in diapers, I think.
Yeah. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and it went by rather quickly. But anyway, I'm Scott Citron, and
Stephen Bagley, film major.
Stephen Bagley, film major. And so we met at Temple in Rome. Steve's from Philly originally, now living where, Steve?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
And I'm from Portland, Oregon originally, and then moved to Los Angeles, and about a little more than 20 years ago, came to New York City on a job and never left. So I'm in Manhattan. And so Steve and I have been in touch ever since and remain good friends. And my couch is his couch, as we say.
Yeah.
So Temple in Rome. I just watched the film again this morning before we recorded this. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, and it was kind of painful to watch the movie again, because you feel you're right there. You can remember exactly where you were when we shot it. I can't remember how long we took to do it, or it must have been over several months, I think. And then you cut it.
Yeah, I did the
Had
editing.
you ever edited the film before you cut that?
No, that was my first film, and then we did one called Il Diritto. Remember?
Yeah.
We did a second documentary about two small villages in southern Italy, in Lazio, Castroscello and Colli San Magno. I remember the names of the two villages.
Yeah.
And that was my second one, but the first one was the Rome film.
But what did Yolanda Benvenuti help you?
Yeah, she was kind of like my my mentoress. She worked on films with Rossellini, and I had contact with her for a while after I left Rome, and I worked in Germany as a film editor for German TV, and then I had contacted her a couple of times for some information and some tips on editing. But the Rome experience was truly it changed my life, and I want to tell people that it changed my life. I don't think I'm the person I am today without having going to Rome. And I've told so many people that are in college or going to college, if you can do a year abroad, do a year abroad, because it'll change your life for the better. And I don't regret ever going to Rome, and it really has been for me my raison d'être, as they say, my reason to be.
Yeah.
And I just love it. And I came back to this funny thing, and I think this happens to a lot of people that go to Rome. You come back and you lead an Italian life. You start cooking Italian. You start trying to speak Italian.
Yeah, I completely agree. It definitely changed my life. I mean, I was a kid in Portland, Oregon, before going to Rome, and never had been outside the United States. And all of a sudden, I'm plunked down in Europe. And at the time, of course, there was no internet, and so it wasn't easy to stay in touch with your home, with your family, and your home in any way. And so you were really kind of isolated, but it turned out to be a good thing, because it really forced you to immerse yourself in the language and the culture. And I completely fell in love with it. And it definitely changed my life and my outlook on things. And I would also encourage anybody who has an opportunity to go to Europe, not as a tourist, but as a student or whatever, to live there. And I've now had it, as Steve said, I lived in Berlin for a year also. And having that opportunity is just, you can't imagine what it's like. And it is life-changing, and it's a fantastic, those are the two best years of my life, really, was the year in Rome and the year in Berlin. So I highly recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, and if I could look back on the Rome years, I would have started studying Italian. If I knew what it was going to be like, I would have studied Italian before I went, or spent years studying Italian if I knew the experience was going to be that great.
Right.
But we can't see into the future. But since then, like I said, I continue to study Italian and listen to Italian music and radio and things like this.
It's also funny watching the movie today, thinking at that time, we had film, and we had these big cameras that we had to lug around. And now, all you need to make a movie is your phone, and they could make an amazing film. Yeah. Today with just a smartphone and a computer. Okay, well, on that note, good to see you as always, and
get a scalp to it.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
And we're back live with the Dean of Temple University Rome, Emilia Zanchina. Ciao Emilia!
Ciao Gianni! Ciao
What a guide!
everyone.
What a great interview, Scott and Steve, right?
It was so nice to hear from Scott and Steve, keeping in touch and staying close after so many years.
Right?
And it is Temple Rome that brought them together. It's amazing to hear that our program had such a huge impact on so many people throughout the years. We have been here for 55 years.
Exactly.
And our alumni are growing and growing and growing. And it's so nice to greet you from Villa Caproni that is just as wonderful as you remember it. Even though the city has grown immensely, the program has changed immensely. We're so proud that we were among the first programs to start after the pandemic. We welcomed students in January. They just left a week ago and they had an amazing experience. And a few days ago, Johnny was at Fiumicino Airport.
Yes, to welcome the Summer One students that just arrived. It's great. It's
And
great.
they're going to stay with us for 6 weeks.
Yep.
The best time of the year, May and June in Rome. They're still not hot, not cold, no
Exactly.
rain. We're so excited. The most exciting part, Johnny, do you know what's happening in September?
Yes, not only the fall students are coming over, the Rome entry year program will start, but we also have the adult study abroad program, right?
Exactly. A newly designed program,
Wow.
actually redesigned program, we're expecting 15 alumni.
15, that's a
Joining-
great.
That's amazing. Joining us for 6 weeks here in Rome with our undergraduate students
yep.
while studying Italian, enjoying the city, and taking trips on weekends. So stay tuned for this program, and you're interested, make sure to contact us.
Yes, see this link right now. Click on that for more information about the Adult Study Abroad program. And I just want to say to the Summer One students that are watching this video that after the video, we're going to go back on our Zoom orientation link that you know, because we're going to have a Kahoot game with them with prizes. But now, Emilia, are you ready to get back to 1973?
1973 in Rome. Hold your breath. Rome
Yes.
was much different. Watch out for the cars, the Cinquecentos
I
that
know,
look
that's
quite
weird.
differently.
And
But
the
Villa
tram.
Caproni is here, the program is here, and although we have grown and expanded throughout the years, we're still here.
And we wait for you in Rome. Grazie, Emilia.
Ciao.
Ciao. Enjoy the movie.
My name is Ann Nietzel, a liberal arts student at Temple Abroad. I'm Catherine Widgery, a Tyler student here in Rome.
Steve Bagley, film major.
buses in Rome are crowded, but they're fast and cheap, and not every man on them is a pincher. Even after all this time, I still enjoy the ride to school in the morning. It's the sights or the atmosphere. I don't know.
Most of us at Temple live in pensioni near the school.
Or with an Italian family like me. Either way, it's close enough to walk. Temple Abroad overlooks the Tiber River near the Piazza del Popolo.
The Tyler School of Arts began classes here in 1966, and the program's been growing ever since. I spend a lot of my time here in the workshop behind the sculpture studios, but I've also got classes in art history, Italian, and painting. Painting majors, sculptors, printmakers, everyone has his own studio space, undergrads as well as graduate students. I don't know another program in Italy where that's true. Every night you'll find people working up in the painting and drawing studios, or here in printmaking. It's a complete setup. Woodcuts, lithography, etching, and silkscreen. Best of all, personal attention while you're working. Most of my work's in wood, but there are people in different media. Welding, clay, wax, fabrics, you name it, we're all different. Like where we live. Most students are in pensioni, but I enjoy the apartment the three of us share, even if it does cost a little more. I can't really afford it, but I need this space, a place to stretch out, a chance to try some Italian cooking. Ask my roommates. Last time I made ravioli, they wanted to bronze it instead of eating it.
Come si chiama?
Mi chiamo Ellen Teitel, abito a Philadelphia.
Come si chiama?
Mi chiamo John Bruckman. Abito a Roma.
E lei?
Mi chiamo Ken Daniels. Abito a Connecticut.
E lei?
Joya Leonard, New York.
He puts the mafia in Sicily. Let me mark something on 262.
Almost everyone in liberal arts is studying Italian. About the only other thing we have in common is how often our classes meet outside the school, on trips to places we're studying, like the Sistine Chapel, which I plan to visit anyway, or the Vatican Library.
It's one of the excuses for the stay. You're going to see himself.
The liberal arts program has one semester concentrated on the Renaissance, the second term on modern Europe. There's Renaissance literature, philosophy of history, and political philosophy, anthropology, urban studies, Italian folklore and literature, art history, well, a whole range of courses. Our own library, nearly 4,000 volumes in English. Compared to libraries in the States, that sounds small. But for us, well, it's really a library, not a collection of travel guides and Time magazine. For me, it's easier to study in my pensione, now that I've replaced the 20-watt bulbs they had in here when I moved in. It's fairly quiet, about halfway between a dorm and a hotel room. I've heard that some pensions don't always have hot water. Well, that's one problem I haven't had. Something like a dormitory.
In 1973, film courses were added. That's when I decided to come to Rome. There's film history, production, and editing courses, the aesthetics of film, and demonstration by Italian professionals like Yolanda Benvenuti. She's Rossellini's editor.
Ma no, in Italia non abbiamo mai preso della rivista, sempre gli americani, sono quelli alti, non so, col sedale, non c'è solo quelli alti.
I asked for a room with an Italian family. This way I get to practice the language, and the food is great. I don't have to hunt up a restaurant every night. It's all taken care of. Some people might not like it. Too much a schedule, they say. Just like living at home. For me, that's the advantage. It's comfortable, and I save a lot of time. Oh, and another thing. I even talked my Italian mother into doing my laundry for me.
Four or 5 times a year, Tyler hosts an exhibition in the school art gallery. And in the spring, there's a show of student work. Openings are public. People from Rome's international community stop in to look, or buy, or just to talk.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, you look at this stuff. How you doing, Kevin? All right. What you doing? It just...
Both Tyler and liberal arts tend to alternate tours. North one semester, south the next, to art centers or archaeological sites. The tours are led by faculty members.
There's free time, too, for looking on your own, and assignments. The tour gives you a chance to touch all those places you've studied. It's amazing how much classwork comes to life when you know that what you're reading about and discussing is out there, waiting.
Simon then said, some of us saw the tour through the lens of a 16mm eclair. That was our assignment in a way, filming it.
I brought along a list of Florentine and Venetian paintings I wanted to see. And I guess most of all, Michelangelo's David. My roommate's a bug on architecture. At Santa Maria Novella, I thought she'd have a heart attack before we got inside. No matter what Steve says, pictures can't tell you everything, not even a film. There's an extra something in the real thing itself.
Pisa, Florence, the mosaics in Ravenna, Giotto's frescoes in the Reina Chapel at Padua. Incredible, but exhausting too.
And Venice is unreal. It's Byzantine and Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque, all styles stirred together. From one angle, it looks like the work of a dozen separate geniuses. Turn a corner, and it looks like Disneyland, with the streets flooded. Oh, I don't think you could ever see it all.
After seeing all the Tintorettos at the Scuola di San Rocco, the museums, St. Mark's, the Doge's Palace, some of us took a tour of our own. Taught me something I didn't expect. I had a distorted sense of European geography. Italy's roughly the size of California, and I was surprised to see how much of Europe was no farther from Rome than New York is from Chicago. On weekends between semesters, on spring vacations, many of the students travel. You can reach all this: Africa, Greece, France, Germany, Switzerland, Yugoslavia, Spain, Belgium, the Netherlands.
But bouncing from one place to another doesn't let you really soak up a feeling for the people. That's why homestay is so important. We each spend 2 weeks living with an Italian family as a planned part of the semester. It's such a personal experience. Everyone sees it in his own way.
Why did we all come to Rome?
You mean, what is there here we couldn't get in the States?
Right. Why Rome?
Instead of reading about another culture, I can live in it and feel it, know what it means to be the foreigner for a while. All the little things add up. And this city, Well, skip all the obvious sites, the Vatican, St. Peter's, Baroque architecture. Let me mention just one room in one museum, the Borghese Gallery. The bust of Cardinal Borghese is one of 4 Bernini sculptures in this room. There are more Caravaggios here than in the entire United States. I know, I had a class here, and it's only one room of 20 in one museum of more than 80 in Rome.
Or the Forum. Until now, it was only an illustration in my high school Latin text, or a stage set out of Shakespeare. Now, here it is.
For a painter, photographer, or sculptor, there's another answer. People in Rome live art. It's all around them. Not only the color and the light, all those intangibles, but practical facts, too. There are lots of foundries here where I can cast my work. I've met 5 sculptors in Rome, a dozen painters. My instructors know them, ask them to class. Art matters here.
Wherever you look, you bump into history, and modern Rome is the product of that history. The coursework is tougher than I expected, but worth it. Everything comes together into one piece.
Allora, qui alla lavagna, vedete 3 verbi all'imperfetto congiuntivo. Il primo verbo è andasse.
When you can actually talk to people in their language, it makes all the drill and study worthwhile.
Rome is the center of world filmmaking. Do you want names? Fellini, Bertolucci, Ponti, De Sica, Pontecorvo. They're here, and the technicians who work with them. We've even talked with some of them in class.
Small classes are another plus. Whether you're a junior or a grad student, it's the same thing.
You work with faculty who know what you're doing.
Most of us, the students, feel closer here, and that helps.
Or hurts, admit it. You trade some privacy for a really intensive semester, or a whole year, if you're lucky. Why Rome?
The work of contemporary artists, exhibited in over 135 galleries.
Of writers and political thinkers in 29 major libraries, 3,000 years of Western culture within walking distance.
All roads lead to Rome.
All roads lead to Temple in Rome.